Millions of Americans are in the path of a severe weather system sweeping through a large swath of the South and Midwest. The system brought with it strong winds, severe thunderstorms, and even tornadoes Thursday. And it's still going. It's heading east. This comes not even a week after states in the South and Mid-Atlantic were pummeled by tornadoes and thunderstorms. At least 8 people were killed. CBS News weather producer David Parkinson joins me now with more on these storms. David, thanks for being here. What's the latest? Where is it right now?
So the latest is we're losing a lot of the tornadic attributes. So there were supposed to be 2 lines that were going to come through today in the South, particularly in Mississippi and Alabama. It looks like it's only going to be 1 line, and that 1 line is starting to bow, which means you're losing the chance where you can have rotation. Instead, you're going to get a lot of straight line wind gusts. So realistically, though there is a tornado watch until 11 p.m. Central this evening, realistically, you're looking at severe thunderstorm criteria of winds gusting over 60 miles an hour. Hail's not too big of a concern today, but again, that tornado watch will just expire. They'll probably end up putting up a severe thunderstorm watch because it's going to just keep rolling all the way into Georgia and then to the East Coast.
And as we move into Friday, who's sort of in the danger zone?
Well, so the interesting thing is you have a jet stream shift, right? So there's a huge dip in the jet stream. Today it was over Louisiana. As that shifts over to the Carolinas tomorrow, what you're going to end up seeing happen is that that's where all of that air is going to be. All you need is a little bit to mix down, and that's where you get the wind gusts in the Carolinas, in Virginia, something of that area to be to 70 or 80 miles an hour. So it's a straight line wind gust threat tomorrow, but it's up and down the eastern seaboard, really from Jacksonville all the way up to D.C.
So you're talking about dangerous, destructive wind gusts potentially. That also can wreak havoc on travel.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a multifaceted problem for traveling. So you have the wind gust problem, you have the problem of rain, you have the problem of lightning, all of those things together, because lightning's an interesting one. It's not too big of a problem when you're flying, but it's a real problem on the ramp where they can't unload and load bags because it's too dangerous. But realistically, you're going to watch this really strong line of storms hit Atlanta probably at 8 or 9 in the morning, which is a bad way to start at the airports when you're starting the morning with delays. And then by the time you get to the afternoon hours, you're going to be into places like Raleigh and Charlotte, late afternoon, early evening hours in D.C., and then the overnight hours for New York. But again, there's enough frontal in New York that you're going to probably be seeing delays early. In terms of the airport delays, frankly, it's probably going to start in Miami because they're going to be having some severe weather and then carry all the way up the eastern seaboard. So not a day to fly, though I know a lot of people probably will be.
So when does this move out and what does the weekend look like?
So most people are done with this storm by the late evening hours on Friday, but there are some folks who are going to be seeing some severe weather or at least some strong rain and flash flooding on Saturday. Here's the interesting thing. They've already got a flash flood watch up for much of the Northeast. So from D.C. to New York, up to Boston, there's been a lot of rain over the not too distant past, and all of that together is going to be combining for a situation where you're going to be seeing 2 or 3 inches of rain in a 12 to 24-hour period of time, which is enough to cause problems on roadways. Could see some areas there. So a reminder, if you can't see how deep the water is, don't drive through it.
David Parkinson, good advice. Thank you very much.
Sure thing.